It's the hot one for 1969. Cobra, Ford's new king of the road. With racing-style hood latches to hold down its 428 Cobra Jet V8. Cobra, born in the heat of competition at places like Riverside, Daytona, where when we win, you win. Cobra, high performance at the lowest price in Ford's Performance Corner. Cobra for 1969, new king of the road. Waiting for you at your Ford dealers now. Cobra, watch it. This one eats birds for breakfast.
To see what it's like on a perfect Florida day. The balloons go up and the cars are starting their engines, getting ready to go out off the pace lap. And car number 13, Bobby Unser, can't get started. Unser is still in the pits and he's getting a push. Car number 45, Bill Seifert. And he's underway. Unser is started. But one car, Don Peterman, Canadian driver, the only Canadian in the field, can't get started, so Andy Hampton, the alternate, in a 69 Ford, will be underway. The 15 fastest stock cars in the world, in the British stock car racing world, the 11th annual Daytona 500, and they're underway, and immediately Buddy Baker gets a big jump on Bobby Isaac. Buddy Baker in car number 3 shoots into the lead by about a car length as they go into that first turn. And it's quite a start, Chris.
Start. Baker setting a brisk pace here. I wonder how the Fords are going to do. There's Bobby Johns who got off to a late start. They're putting a lap on him before they get halfway down the backstretch.
Right, and there goes Buddy Baker in that 69 Charger, followed by Bobby Isaac, also in a 69 Charger. Now, Dale Yarborough moving up very rapidly on Buddy Baker in the backstretch. And Yarborough has taken the lead over Buddy Baker. So it's been quite a start to this race. And we'll be back with more from the Daytona International Speedway in just a moment.
You're about to see the Battle of the
500 of these special Dodges made and sold.
Bobby Allison, or check that Donnie Allison has moved up into 4th. As David Pearson has taken over 2nd place. Dale Yarborough still setting the pace, but right now, the Fords are running 1 and 2. And there is the lead car, Cale Yarborough, from Timmonsville, South Carolina. David Pearson, Buddy Baker, and that is Donnie Allison in 4th. Into the pits, car number 71, Bobby Isaac, who became a father of twins just a couple of days ago.
Now there's a good look at the front spoiler. Under the bumper on that K&K Dodge is that wide piece of metal. It's legal in racing. It helps keep the car on the ground.
And it looks like their wife got off or doing something, Chris.
They have some glitter there in the radiator, and it's caused the car to overheat. Bill, here's a story on David Pearson, a Ford's bread and butter driver. He broke a generator belt, a $2 belt, to send it to the pits early, and caused the car to overheat a little bit. They're getting 3.7 miles to the gallon. That's about 82 miles to the tank full, and the Wood brothers are working now on Cale Yarborough's car. We'll get another gasoline figure as soon as possible.
So Cale Yarborough has lost the lead here, meaning that Buddy Baker has taken over the lead. Cale Yarborough pitting here on lap number 26, and a car in trouble down the main chute. A great plume of smoke has gone up, and it's hard to tell just who it is, but fortunately he's gone down to the infield. And it didn't look like anybody even brushed him. Yellow flag is out. It's car number 53, that's Billy Taylor, who blew an engine in a 67 Dodge. Miles an hour, a new record. And here they go, under the green. Buddy Baker, Donnie Allison, Richard Petty, Leroy Yarborough is now in 4th.
The Wood brothers report, Bill, that Cale's getting better than 4 miles to the gallon, and they expect even better mileage as this race unfolds.
Here's David Pearson, dropping back a little bit as Buddy Baker is charging now. He's coming right up on the tail end of Cale Yarborough. But keep in mind, the car number 21, Yarborough, is almost a lap behind. Donnie Allison right behind Buddy Baker.
race for Bobby Unser in over 11 years, he told me before the race, and he's adapted beautifully.
He, of course, the defending Indianapolis champion, and here he moves up on Richard Petty. So Bobby Unser has moved now into fourth place and is right behind Leroy Yarbrough, challenging for third. So there have been good battles, not only for first and second, but also to get position back in the pack. Uh-oh, car in trouble. Smoke from car number 22, that's Bobby Allison, Donnie's older brother. And a spin at about 150 miles an hour down on the infield, and he pulls it to a stop. The yellow caution flag is on, and Pete Hamilton, car number 1, you can't see the car. This 11th annual Daytona 500, and A.J. Foyt, keep your eye on him.
The word from the Holman and Moody pit, David Pearson's crew, car number 17, he's made 7 pit stops in the first 100 miles. Oops.
This is Bobby Unser. Car number 13 has hit the wall, the caution flag is on again, and Bobby's okay getting out. So let's join Chris for the comments of these drivers before the start of today's 500.
How are you looking at today's 500?
Well, it's going to be real competitive all the way through, it looks like, and I just hope I can win it.
Buddy, we talked with you early.
Number 27 in the lead, and Donnie was the Grand National Rookie of the Year driver in 1968, hoping to win his first Daytona 500 here today. David Pearson, still 2 laps back, is just ahead of Allison. Here comes Buddy Baker in the pits. Chris, is this scheduled?
I think not under the green. These cars that are up front, Bill, are set up for the most part by former drivers. Allison's number 27 is under the charge of Pedro Matthews. Look at Cale Yarborough in trouble there.
Yellow is out.
Number 21.
Right, the yellow flag is out, and Cale Yarborough's up against the wall.
And that ends his chances for fourth. We hope he's okay.
The windows have almost fogged over, Chris. It's hard to see him, but that car is absolutely welded against the wall. At 6-7 miles an hour on that last lap for Donnie Allison. Here's Chris Kalamaki with the word.
Bill, here's the word from the field hospital. Cale,
hold on just a second. Somebody taking a shortcut. Car number 75, George Bauer, has taken a cut right through the infield. Comes up on the pit exit, and he's back on the track. Okay, excuse me, Chris.
quite exciting.
Quick report, a hospital report of the 2 Japanese bobsledders who had such a spectacular accident at Lake Placid. The report is that the driver, Nagata, had face contusions and some broken ribs. His brakeman, Hasegawa, suffered a slight concussion, neither seriously hurt. Glad to hear that, and there goes Charlie Glotzback. And this time he gets Leroy. Now can he hold it? They're almost dead even as they go into the number 3 turn, and now Glotzback does get just a little bit of an advantage, and watch it, Leroy up high, almost lost control.
Boy, tires, Bill, are a critical point here. Leroy had a little problem there. We understand from the Junior Johnson pit that they're considering putting on a different compound when he does come in for his last pit stop. There's A.J. Foyt burning rubber on his way back into the action.
All right, A.J. into the pits was 4. And here comes Leroy Yarbrough in the pits. Blackback in the lead, and let's see now if they do that tire change. This will probably be his last pit stop, right?
The remarkable thing here is they're changing inside rear wheel, not the outside or where it's most usually found. That spoiler angulation we talked about earlier, especially where the car down.
Back against the Ford Torino Talladega, driven by Leroy Yarbrough.
Might add, Bill, that the president of the Ford Motor Company, Bunky Newsom, is here, and the vice president Price, the general manager of the Dodge division, Bob McCurry, is here, both standing and cheering their respective drivers.
Bunky's cheering right now. Reverse and reverse, so to speak.
How about that he sort of gives Leroy Yarbrough some room, which is a strange occurrence.
Leroy right behind Baker. He has to get by Baker to get the Glotzback, and it's down to 1 point. And here's where it's going to have to happen. Down the backstretch, and Leroy picks up a little ground on Charlie Glotzback. Leroy getting closer.
They're going close to 200 miles an hour here.
And Leroy takes him. Yarbrough has taken the lead as they go side by side, splitting another car as they go by. At breakneck speed, Leroy Yarbrough has the lead on Glotzback, and Charlie now will have to come down fast to the inside under the number 4 turn.
He'll try and slingshot him if he has room.
And there's no room there. They come by, everybody standing and cheering. The checkered flag is out for Leroy Yarbrough, who takes the lead on the last lap.
What a finish.
An unbelievable finish that has everybody live here at the Daytona International Speedway. Back in victory lane in a moment.
to Leroy Yarborough's wife. And here he is. Leroy, it's rare in any sport where grown men cry, and that's what the members of the Junior Johnson team were doing when you came over. Do you feel the same way?
Chris, I'm crying too.
It's got to be your biggest day in racing, isn't it?
It's the biggest day in my life.
Where did you find the stamina and the speed and the willpower to do what you did on that very last lap?
Well, really, we planned it for the last 20 laps, and ever since I made my last pit stop, as I said before, we've been planning the tires, we've been changing compounds, trying to find what we could run the fastest on. We knew all day that our engine, our Ford, was just wonderful. It was faster than the Dodges. It would draft faster. When I could get in the front, it would stay there. So we was really just hunting for a tire compound, and thank God to Goodyear that we found one that we could really go quick when we needed to.
Why did you